Welcome, all my investors and traders. This is Anthony with Simplified Profits. Right now, we are going to dig into a position we added for trading in the Transparent 2024 account, and that is SOXL. Now, we are adding this based on SMH's pullback, and it is oversold. Now, we prefer it to hit the bottom Bollinger Band, but it didn't, and it might not. So what we did is we went ahead and added a position, and if it continues to pull back, we will buy more. We'll make our cost average lower. That's how you manage a position. Now, we are in SOXL, so this has the potential, if it rallied back up to the previous high, of a 30% move. And the swings we make take anywhere from a week, 2 weeks, to a month or 2 months. You just got to have patience. You got to know how to manage your account. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here to get rich overnight. I'm here to grind, compound profits, get my income, and put it to work. And that's what we're doing here. So, two other positions we have in there is GTBIF. This is my favorite cannabis stock. The sector's been beat down. A lot of companies went bankrupt. A lot of companies was not making money. And right now, this has a negative EPS. But they're getting their cash flow positive. They are actually popping up the rise dispensaries pretty rapidly, and they have the best stock chart out of the other ones out there. You have a curl leaf. It's one I hear about, just crossed over the 200-day moving average. There's a Tilray brand that just crossed over the 200-day average, literally. So this is definitely my favorite. I've been watching it, and we added it in this area right here, which we're about to pull the account up, and you can see all the averages in these positions. So right now, we're in BWXT as well. We added at the same time we did GTBIF. This is based on a nuclear energy outlook, trizo fuel, Project Peel. Do some research. It had a great year last year. We were telling people to buy in January. We added it to 5 of our accounts on every pullback and built a pretty good position in those accounts. And we went ahead and just added one to this account just for the heck of it, just for educational purposes. So right now, trading wise, SOXL. Now the rest of the market, SPY pulled back to oversold almost. Dow Jones did not. It's still hesitating. Triple Qs or Qs did. Triple Qs. Then you got the TQQQ. So a lot of them pulled back, but I like the swing available in SMH better, and it's closer to the Bollinger Band than all of them. Now XPY, we called this on the monthly chart a while back. So pay attention to some of the previous videos. But right now, out of the overall market, we decided to trade SMH, and how we trade SMH is on SOXL. So it's pulled back, it's oversold. We made an entry, and we are going to manage this position until we lock in profit. Same with these other positions. We'll probably hold them for the long term unless something gives us a reason to lock in profit or lock in losses, which we don't really believe in losses, but anything's possible, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's go take a look at the account real quick. Bear with me. All right, here goes the account, ladies and gentlemen. So you can see so far we're up about 2.5%, but it's only January 4th. So, hey, we're in it for the long haul. We like to grind, compound profits, deposit 20% of our income minimum, but put in whatever you can put in. Just if you can put $1 a day in, just create a habit of stacking money. You probably get a lot of money passed through your hands. Keep as much of it as possible and put that money to work. That's how you build wealth. And we are going to put that money to work as wisely as possible. I'm not gambling on options. I'm not taking high risk. Trying to be as calculated as possible, protect my money, but also put it to work as wisely as possible. So these are our positions. In GTBIF, we're already up 12% in that. Probably where all these gains came from. I'll say all these gains. It's not huge gains, but you look at the percentage, 2.5%. since the beginning of January. Not bad. And if we can continue just on that pace, you'll be amazed at how compound interest works. BWXT, our average is 77.33. We got 7 shares, down almost 2%. Not really stressing it. And as we go along, so our long-term positions in this account, I don't want combined to equal more than 20%. So as we go along, as we add income, probably won't have to average down on this, even though I'd like to own more of it. If it pulls back to the oversold, I might. BWXT, we may have to average in a little lower. If it drops down, gets around 5% negative, I'll probably pick up a little bit more. But SOXL, so as you can see, I usually do not have my entire portfolio wrapped up. I like to keep cash available to lower my average if the position keeps dropping. Like I said, this is something I'm going to be putting 20% of my income in. It's bi-weekly. Next Friday, we'll be getting enough income put into this to double this position if I need to average lower. I'm going to patiently wait. All of these positions, I got a great 10-year outlook. I got to keep averaging lower on these for that amount of time, which I don't think is going to happen because I know how swings work. I know how the market works. I've been doing this for 23 years. Out here in the grand scheme of things, when you look around, it gets, man, you think America's in the worst position you've ever seen it in 40 years. Same with the global economy. You think the stock market should be so low. You're scared to buy. You're scared to put money to work. Ladies and gentlemen, people always got to put money to work. There's so much money flowing through this economy. It's crazy. People's going to put money to work. But you just got to have a strategy you're confident in. You got to have confidence in what you're doing. So overall, down the road, these two positions will probably dwindle down about 10% each. If we add another long-term position, it'll be less than that. I don't want my long-term positions to be more than 20% of my portfolio. Right now, the portfolio is kind of smaller, so it's easier to manage with the cash coming in. And this right here, I went in pretty heavy today, which I would not have put 50% of my portfolio in if I knew I didn't have enough cash coming in. Almost double that position next week. So as the account grows, you'll see us manage it a little different, right? I might only go, if I have 10 grand in here that I'm wanting to trade, I'm not going to have 10 grand worth of income come in the next week. So I'm not going to go 10 grand in, right? I might only go about 30% of that. I might go about 3 grand and then just kind of, watch how the days go and average in what you'll see when that time comes. All right, so that is it, ladies and gentlemen. You see where we're sitting. I just want to be as transparent as possible what we're doing because we're going to grow this account and hopefully show people how to generate wealth because compound interest is an amazing thing. And here you can dollar cost average, just buy every week. You can be a very passive investor. But when you're active and you put that with wisdom and knowledge and experience and know how to handle your money, you can grow stuff very, very quickly. All right, so if you ain't subscribed yet, make sure you do. If you ain't picked up the book yet, make sure you do. Pick the book up on Amazon, study it. Don't just read it, study it. Study these videos. Learn how to make money in the market, ladies and gentlemen. The market is not a casino. Don't go there and gamble on options and just take high risk. All right, I try to keep things low risk and very calculated. All right, I'm out.